as we start to peel away layers, what we're peeling away often is coping mechanisms, but they're not coping mechanisms based in, let's say, like natural identity. They're coping mechanisms based in a sort of avoidant identity, which the mind identified world is as I've said recently, it's a sort of stable dissociated state.
Yeah.
Right. So we use that, as we're identified with that, we use that to build these layers of slightly dissociated avoidant coping mechanisms, because they work, and they kind of do work in a certain way, right? We get social currency sometimes from acting like we're more confident than we are, and all these sorts, without going into all these details about social dynamics and stuff, but it's rewarded actually, and it does work in certain settings. Even being emotionally violent can work for you, depending on if you're where you're at and if you're a politician and those sorts of things, right? I'm not saying any of this is right. I'm just saying these coping mechanisms we develop can also be rewarded, and so we can develop personas and personalities that interact with other personas and personalities based on this stuff. Now, when you do the courageous thing and you do what you're doing and you do what we're all doing, and you let these identities fall away, you in one sense, you lose some power, right? You lose some of that power in the social matrix, and you feel it even if you're not interacting with other people, because you have access to consciousness, and we all have access to that same consciousness. You can feel the disarming happening, right? You become more, like I said, porous, more innocent,